What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Andrew Yusuke, and I'm back. Like I finally said, I'm back with a banger, or not really a banger, but another reaction video. Today, today we're gonna be looking at 15 most unique shoes in the world. Now, I'm not gonna do a lot of talking, but let's just get straight into it.
Well, I pretty much know that this video is gonna make me want to get my wallet out. I hate to admit it, but I love shoes. Nike was originally founded in 1964 as Blue Ribbon Sports, but became Nike Incorporated on May 30th, 1971. If you didn't know, the name comes from the Greek goddess of victory. Since Nike started releasing shoes, there have been some really special sneakers. In today's video, we're talking about the 15 most unique Nike shoes in the world. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to The Supreme, and click the notification bell for more lit content. Let's get rolling. Number 15. Air Flight 89. Air Flight sneakers became iconic in the basketball sphere when they debuted in 1989 and have remained a fan favorite shoe for over 30 years. The Flight 89 is built on top of the Air Jordan 4's midsole tooling and is often considered the quintessential Air Jordan sneaker. These shoes are supposed to be able to give the wearer major slam dunk ability. The retro 80s style is still popular today, and there have been many special editions of the Air Flight 89. People love the visible bubble straps, and the shoe has been released in different colors and materials. In 2019, a new retro version of the shoe was released, causing nostalgic shoe fans to dig out their wallets. Before I move on to our next point, I want to show you an image I found of an awesome-looking Nike sneaker. This looks like a classic Nike shoe, except it's totally transparent. It's made of glass? It would make more sense.
But if a shoe is made of glass, like, why would you even want to wear the shoe? It's made of glass. So, like, I mean, you really don't want to... I mean, I don't get it. Like, if a shoe is made of glass, like, what's the point of even having the shoe if you're not going to wear it? I mean, if it's going to be for display, I mean, yeah, but, like, who wants to just have a shoe for display? Like, you want to wear it, but...
For it to be made out of plastic, because a glass shoe sounds like a terrible idea, especially for an active shoe. When you're wearing Nikes, you want to be able to wear them out and about, but that would not be possible if they were made of glass. Even if they're made of plastic, that's pretty cool, but I think these sneakers only look awesome without people wearing them. Do you really want to see people's feet all exposed in these shoes? You'd have to always watch your socks. What do you guys think? Do you think that this sneaker is real? If it is, would you buy a pair? Let me know in the comments and use the hashtag #OpenDiscussion so I can easily find your comments. Number 14. Air Moab. Check out these Nike Air Moabs, first released in 1991. These shoes are immediately eye-catching, and with their bold color design and
Really?
speckled outsides, the Moab became an icon for future generations. The shoes were designed by Tinker Hatfield and feature neoprene inner booties, Phylon midsoles, and rubber outsoles with multi-level and multi-functional traction patterns. Original colors were cobalt blue, cream, black, and orange.
The black ones, I think they kind of look like Hirachis a little bit. Like if y'all know what I'm trying to say, like actually like high top Hirachis. That's what I think. I don't know.
Orange. The shoe was so celebrated that it's been released in other colorways and styles. In 2015, the shoe was re-released to celebrate 25 years of ACG innovation. The revamp featured sustainable, non-toxic materials while still upholding the bold, lightweight, and breathable shoes. The 2015 release debuted a new Militia Green colorway as well as an all-black design. In 2019, another all-black Air Moab was released by Comme des Garçons, who released trail-ready Air Moab silhouettes. Number 13. Hyperdunk. The Hyperdunk wouldn't be what it is today without the help of basketball superstar Kobe Bryant. I just want to take a second to say that Kobe was and will always...
R.I.P. Kobe. R.I.P. Kobe. R.I.P. Mamba.
always be a legend. and his death in 2020 was one of the most heartbreaking tragedies in sports history. There are no words that will ever be good enough to eulogize him or the 7 others who lost their lives in that tragic helicopter crash, including his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. Nonetheless, I just wanted to take a moment to remember the Lakers hero before telling you about the shoe. R.I.P. Kobe, you will never be forgotten. The Hyperdunk was released in 2008 and was a favorite of Kobe's. The Lakers star helped the shoe go viral when he put on a pair and jumped over a moving Aston Martin sports car. Later that year, the Hyperdunk was placed on a podium at the Beijing Olympics after the United States men and women's basketball teams won gold, further showcasing the shoe on the international stage. The shoe uses fly wire inspired by the cables found in real suspension bridges. After its early breakout success, several new editions of the Hyperdunk were released, including a 2013 pair built for all-star point guard Kyrie Irving. In 2017, the Nike React Hyperdunk Flyknit became super popular, and since then, more versions of the iconic shoe have also been released. Number 12. Foamposite. A lot of people gave Nike's Foamposite a bashing because of its ugly design, including YouTuber DJ Vlad. The YouTuber with over 4 million subscribers actually...
Alexa, ask TikTok to search for the...
labeled the Foamposite the...
I mean, here's what I gotta say. This was my first impression of the Foamposite, and I'm not really like a sneakerhead like that or anything, but my first impression of the Foamposite was like, it has to be like a certain, you know, like colorway. I would say like a certain colorway that I would wear. Like them green ones y'all just saw, I would never even touch them. I would never even use them or do anything like that. But what I like is that what I like about them, even though I never had a pair personally myself, what I really like about them is actually the way they look. What these people are complaining about, like, cause they just look very comfortable, but in certain colorways they are ugly. But I just like the design of the shoe. But that's all I wanted to say, in my opinion.
Sneaker of all time. Originally released in 1997, the Foamposite was made popular by Penny Hardaway, who was playing for the Orlando Magic at the time. Designed by Eric Avar, Foamposites are
Sorry to pause it again, but this colorway right here, I would rock it because I like that little burgundy reddish look, but I won't be pausing it.
Futuristic looking and characterized by their hard plastic shell. It's said that the design for the shoe was inspired by a bug. I can totally see that, and despite Penny's incredible performance in the shoe, the original blue Foamposite Nikes weren't too popular at the beginning, but constant adapting and re-releasing of new colorways increased their likability. Between 2009 and 2012, also in 2012, the Galaxy Foamposite 1 was a major hit with an over-celestial graphic. People actually went nuts over that shoe. One guy offered to exchange his car for a pair. The mass hysteria meant that Nike had to cancel its online release, which meant that the shoes were even more difficult to get a hold of. These shoes are so sought after that you can expect to pay a couple $1,000 for one pair. Number 11. Air Force One. Air Force One is the air traffic control signal used to describe an aircraft carrying the president, and it's also a Nike shoe. Classic Air Force Ones were designed by Bruce Kilgore and released in 1982. They were the first basketball shoe to feature Nike Air technology, which was literally a game changer. The shoes were worn by top NBA players of the era and were an iconic white design with a spacey silver swoosh. In 1985, they were re-released with additional royal blue and chocolate brown colorways, and they sold out as soon as they hit the stores. The shoes were most popular in Baltimore, where sneaker culture is largely considered to have been born.
So we just not gonna act like my man don't have on black Air Forces. I mean, I know he has on black Air Forces, but like, I mean, I know it's for like whoever put these on. I know it was for the video, but like, I like the little even though I'm criticizing it right now, well, I'm not really criticizing it, but Air Force Ones, I like them so much because they're just an easy shoe. Like, first of all, they don't cost as much as other shoes. They're a simple shoe. They can go with anything, with the colorway, if you choose the right colorway. But I like those black and yellow ones. Honestly, no disrespect, I like them. I just like the way they look. Yeah, but we're gonna keep going with the video.
In 2012, Lunar Force One was released, and in 2017, a special 35th anniversary Air Force One collection with 5 coveted designs. In 2019, Nike collaborated with Gore-Tex, a brand of waterproof, breathable fabric. These days, there are hundreds of different color Air Force Ones out there, but none are quite like the classic. Number 10. Blazer. The Nike Blazer gets its name from its unique black and white design. The original Blazer is one of the oldest shoes in Nike history and was released in 1973. They were the third release under the new Nike name. The shoe was worn by George the Iceman Gervin, which was Nike's first exposure to the NBA brand. The basketball star ditched his affiliation with Adidas in favor of Nike's higher quality shoes. Somehow, the original shoes made a switch to be more of a skater shoe and continues to be popular in skating communities. In September 2017, Nike's collaboration project with Off-White, the 10 released a new version of the shoe with a white tan midsole and a black swoosh designed by Virgil Abloh. They also created special limited editions for tennis superstar Serena Williams, the Queen, a Halloween edition in October 2018, the Grim Reapers, a collaboration with luxury Japanese brand Sacai, and a special edition release with Stranger Things, the Upside Down, and Hawkins High. Who knows what's next for the Blazer? Number 9. Air Yeezy. Love or hate Kanye West, you can't argue with the man's style. Or I mean, I guess you can, but I bet Yeezy would get the last laugh. Between 2009 and 2014, Kanye West's sneaker brand, Yeezy, collaborated with Nike on creating Nike Air Yeezy. The first release was created by West, Mark Smith, and Nathan Van Hook. Kanye famously...
I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. I didn't see this one. I was about to say something, but I like this colorway of the shoe. Hold on. Yeah, I like this colorway of the kind of like a little bit. If it has some like white, like the colors don't go together at all. Like black, pink, and green. Yeah, that I don't know. And gray, yeah, that don't go together at all. But if it was like black and white, or black and white, or black and red, or some, like, cause I'm a basic kind of dude when it comes to shoes. Like, I'll take like a pair of black shoes or a pair of white shoes, or that's really all I get. But when it comes to slides, I'm a whole different person. I'll choose any color slides. But yeah. But the other designs that I saw in the video, I don't know if y'all saw them too, but I didn't like them. I didn't like them at all until I saw this. But this, I like the design of it. I just don't like the colors, because the colors don't go. If anybody found a way to put this together, bro, I would give them $1 million if I had it. If anybody found out how to put this together, bro, I would give them $1 million, literally, and be like, that's all you, Chief. But yeah, I'm gonna continue with the video.
Debuted an all-black suede pair during the Grammys performance of Stronger and Hey Mama, visually announcing the collaboration. The first release was the Zen Gray colorway, then Blink, a black and pink shoe, and finally Net, a light brown offering. The shoes sold out in minutes, and now originals can be bought at auction for upwards of $3,000. The Air Yeezy 2 collection dropped in 2012 and was promoted by rapper Jay-Z. The shoes sold for a retail of $245, but were all snapped up immediately with a resale value of over $4,000. The most famous and most expensive of the Air Yeezys was the Red Octobers, released in February 2014, the name being a reference to a lyric in his 2013 track Hold My Liquor from Yeezus. The Red Octobers sold out in 11 minutes, and then a pair was listed on auction website eBay with a high bid of $16.4.
So you telling me all around the world, these shoes were sold out in 11 minutes? 11 minutes, these shoes was gone. Poof, pow. Out of this world, just gone. In general. Like, it wasn't no heads up, no none of that. And you telling me you got 3 pairs of those shoes? And somebody sold, and all that money added up together, it's $16.4 million. Imagine if they came back out with these. And it wasn't 11 minutes, and they just kept producing these for, like, let's say like a month or a week. That's over what I would say, if this sold for $16.4 million in 11 minutes, if I'm correct, what he said, I don't want to rewind it, but if that sold for that much, think of how much money they could get if they just kept producing these. If Kanye West and Nike kept producing these Red October drones, and they look tough, to be honest. I would cop a pair myself. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
$1 million. What? The Red Octobers are definitely the most iconic Yeezy Nike shoe, and we likely won't be seeing any more where they came from, as Kanye now collaborates with Adidas. Number 8, Air Mag. Life imitated art when Nike announced that they would be releasing a pair of self-lacing sneakers. In the 1989 sci-fi blockbuster Back to the Future Part 2, lead character Marty wears a pair of self-lacing Nike sneakers. The movie, famously set in 2015, managed to successfully inspire a lot of technological creations, including the hoverboard. The Air Mags were designed by Tiffany Beers and are the first self-lacing shoes created by Nike, containing something that they call electro-adaptive reactive laces, or EARL for short. Electronically lacing up isn't the only thing the Air Mags can do, they also light up. Isn't that crazy? The shoes were announced on Back to the Future Day in October 2015 in collaboration with the Michael J. Fox Foundation. Michael J. Fox, who played Marty, was diagnosed with Parkinson's at age 29 and has since become an advocate for finding a cure for the disease. Just 89 pairs.
So you telling me 89 pairs of these shoes were sold, right? Or were produced or made, and people got them. That's tough. That's tough. That's all I gotta say. And people actually bought these self-lacing shoes. Yes, that's what it's called. And people bought these. Are you kidding me? You can't just bend down and tie your shoes. You can't just go. You can't just go to Rainbow or something, get some light up shoes. Like that's crazy. And they probably sold. People probably bought them for like three five maybe. If they said they only made 89 pairs, then these probably sold for like $100K. That's.
The shoes were released, and raffle tickets were available to purchase for $10 a ticket. The unique shoes raised a staggering $6.75 million for the Michael J. Fox Foundation and are some of the rarest Nike releases ever. Nike later released the Hyper Adapts inspired by the Air Mags. These also featured the EARL laces.
Those I would actually get because they actually look nice. Like, yeah, I don't have no complaints about them. I would actually get them because they look better than the Air Mags. The Air Mags just, I mean, they nice, but like at the same time, like, no, like, even though they would be rare, but I'm not collecting shoes to be rare. I'm collecting shoes so I can wear them and actually wear them out. But yeah.
Number 7, Waffle Racer. Did you know that Nike's first pair of running shoes were inspired by waffles? Yeah, waffles. Nike co-founder Bill Bowerman was having breakfast with his wife in 1971 when he realized that the grooves in the waffles would be a great mold for a running shoe. He figured that the design would make shoes lighter and faster. Nike's first shoe.
Oh wow, that's tough. Honestly, that just proves to show you that you can really make anything out of nothing. My man's was at breakfast eating with his wife. 1971. Think of it. It's 1971. So let's just think about this. I'm at the table. I'm eating waffles, knowing that I'm a Nike shoe creator or executive or CEO or whatever. I'm sitting there eating waffles. I'm just enjoying my waffles with my wife. And then I think about the grooves, the way the waffles look. They could be used for a part of a bottom of a shoe. My man's deserves an Oscar or an award. Like he's smarter than Albert Einstein, because my man's was eating some waffles. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, eating waffles, and came up with this. That just proves to you, bro, you can come up with anything when you put your mind to it.
The Waffle Trainer debuted in 1974 and was considered a pioneer for sportswear. The shoe has a great amount of traction and could be used in the road, grass, dirt, or tracks. Runners loved them. Before they were commercially available, Nike made 12 pairs of waffle racers for runners in the 1972 Olympic trials. These OG waffles are considered some of the rarest shoes of all time and are a huge part of sports and sneaker history. In 2019, a pair of the original 1972 Nike waffle racing flats were sold at an auction for a staggering $475,500. The historic shoe was snapped up by...
I'm sorry for pausing it, but I thought he was gonna say like $400. I was about to be like, that's not that bad for a unique shoe like that. But 4,000, I think he said like 4,500 and a half or something like that. He said something like that. Wow, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Alright, sorry y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it play.
The Canadian entrepreneur Miles Nadal. While the shoe kinda looks old and wrinkly now, it's still a significant historic relic. Number 6. Huarache. Today's Huarache sneakers are a whole other level than the 1991 originals. Back then, the vintage advertisement copy claimed that the sneaker was stripped back to the bare essentials, which is kinda hilarious when you consider the modern day versions. We'll get to that. The sneaker was inspired by water skiing and was an immediate hit in the running category. Designer Tinker Hatfield asked runners, "Have you hugged your foot today?" when releasing the Lycra Neoprene Blend. There are some pretty funky releases after 1991, including the Air Zoom Huarache 2K4, but in 2019, the Adapt Huarache made headlines. Why? Because the light-up shoe can be controlled by Siri through an Apple Watch where users can command the robot assistant to lace up their sneakers. Yeah, I'm not sure I trust the robots with that kind of power. The bright yellow or snow white shoes come with customizable color LED lights, which Siri can also control. Are you guys into this? Would you wear these? Let me know. Number 5. Air Max 90. You'll likely recognize the iconic OG Nike Air Max. They were released in 1987, and their TV commercial was set to the Beatles song, Revolution, which was the first time a Beatles song had been used in a TV commercial. The first Air Max was designed by Tinker Hatfield and was hailed with praise for its innovative design. The Air Max was the first sneaker to offer a clear window into the sole. You know what I'm talking about. the little clear panel. This was inspired by an art gallery in Paris and claimed it made the shoe's air technology visible. The Air Max became the hottest shoe of the 90s, and the 95 edition sent people crazy, actually causing a spate of robberies. In January 2020, the Air Max 90 was announced with bold colorways. The limited edition unique sneakers were released in late March 2020. Some people are saying that the Air Max 90 is the best thing to happen in 2020, although the bar is pretty low. Am I right? I wonder, of those who have a pair, who has actually gotten good use out of them? Number 4. Flyknit Racer. The Nike Flyknit Racer was released in 2012 and continues to be a great seller. The most sought after of the sneakers is the multicolor model, which debuted in 2013 and has been developed and changed a few times since then. The original model debuted at the 2012 London Olympics and is especially comfortable for long-distance runners. Nike claimed to have spent 10 years researching the evolution of footwear before their initial release. The shoe is comfortable, lightweight, and breathable, with some people describing it as minimal. The original release featured a striking neon green design with a black trim. Some of the rarest Flyknits are the Trainer HTMs, which only had a release of 100, as well as the extremely popular Nike Kobe 9 Elite, which were high-top versions of the original Flatrunner. There was a Christmas special of the shoe, and an edition for Black History Month. The Kobe Elites are especially hard to get a hold of these days, and according to Nike, Flyknit reduces waste by 60% compared with cut and sew footwear, saving a weight of 3.5 million pounds. Number 3. Kevin Durant's. NBA's Kevin Durant had only spent 1 year playing college basketball at the University of Texas before signing the second largest rookie endorsement deal of all time with Nike to the tune of $60 million. Oh, Nike knew that KD was a superstar long before the rest of the world. The KD 1 was released in 2008, a year in which the star made the move from Seattle to Oklahoma. The initial KD was designed by Leo Chang, who has stuck with the athlete in the curation of future KD releases. The first KDs on the market were the Sonics. The shoe started becoming a real powerhouse by KD4, with the Nerf pair especially rare. People were kinda disappointed by the KD11, but the KD12s appear to have made up for it. The latest release claims to be built for dominance and endless energy. Number 2. LeBron. Not only does LeBron James have a whole line of Nike shoes named after him, he also has an entire building named in his honor at the Nike World Headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. Reebok and Adidas wanted LeBron bad, but the chosen one ended up signing with Nike to the tune of $90 million. The LeBron is all about the cushioning. There have also been over 17 models of the LeBron sneaker, and all of them have showcased a need for propulsion and protection. LeBron jumps high and lands hard, so he needs a shoe to support him. His first shoe with Nike was the Air Zoom generation, and the current is the LeBron 17, a bold design for the 2019-2020 season. Some of the rarest LeBrons have been the St. Vincent St. Mary, the Watch the Throne, and the MVP, which sold for $15,000. Number 1. Air Jordan. These really are the ultimate bikes. Michael Jordan is largely considered the best NBA player of all time. The global icon signed with Nike in 1984, and history was made in an instant. The OG Air Jordans were black, white, and red, reflecting the Chicago Bulls team colors. They were designed by Peter Moore, Tinker Hatfield, and Bruce Kilgore. Did you know that the NBA banned the original Air Jordan for not meeting the league's policy on uniform colors? He wore them anyway. Michael Jordan was so iconic that he became Nike's Jumpman logo. By 1997, the Jordan franchise was so big that it was spun into its own brand. Michael Jordan retired for good in 2003, but new Air Jordans keep on being released. Air Jordans are credited for bringing sports apparel into the mainstream, and even now, new pairs can be found for resale at around $2,000. Some of the rarest and most unique Air Jordans ever to go on sale are the Air Jordan 1 Wings for the Future, which only ever saw a release of 23 pairs, the Way I Am Eminem pair, which saw a release of 313 pairs, and the Artistic Miro pair, which saw a release of 1,000, and the 25th anniversary all-white Jordans, which had a release of just 25 pairs. So guys, that was the 5th.
Alright guys, Thank you for watching. I wasn't trying to make this video long, but it ended up being long. But tell me what you think in the comments about the 15 most unique pairs of shoes in the world. Tell me if they were out, would you buy them? And thank you for watching. It's your boy Angel Yusuke. This is another reaction video, and I'm out.